Blah, blah, meep, meep, pow. Uh, Hi, my name is Jofan, and on September of 2024, me and my family had a 5-day long vacation to Singapore. So today I'm gonna be explaining the ups and downs we had on this trip. So without further ado, let's start off with day 1. After we arrived at the from our 2-hour flight, we go through security, which was way more confusing than we thought, especially for me and my brother. How it works is that you're supposed to scan your passport with all your information on it, go to the first gate, and then stare at the camera like this. If it matches, then you'll be able to go through the country. But me and my brother were just having a hard time with it. I have no idea why. We were just very dumb. It was to the point where the security had to put us to the manual line that took 30 minutes. It was even at the point where my dad was like, "Hey, can you let my sons in? They're just confused on what to do." Which the security said no. Which was fair because me and my brother were acting like dum-dums and we were just following the rules so we didn't get banned from the country. After we figured that out, we got to the MRT, which was actually not that confusing, unlike something else. Day 1 was mostly us walking around and using the public transit, and just us tasting food like, this food was delicious, and this ice cream right here is amazing, I want it again, and this mochi was good. Apparently, I don't know, I didn't eat it, I don't like mochi. What do you think?
It's good.
So yeah, day 1 was a good warm-up for us for day 2, cause here it is.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna
After a 40-minute bus drive, we arrived at Universal Studios Singapore, and while we waited, we tasted Mr. Beast's chocolate bar, which was very underwhelming. Got the Mr. Beast chocolate for some reason. Tastes like chocolate.
Just regular chocolate, bro.
Tastes like Hershey's. It tastes like Reese's. You know? But after Puss in Boots opened the park, we go to our first ride. I, for one, was very excited.
Me want cookie! Cookie!
Until that excitement was dropped after I rode the Mummy ride.
The mummy has returned.
My family knows that I hate high-speed roller coasters. And yet, they still make me ride them. After crying on that ride, me and my family go to the Puss in Boots ride, which didn't even calm my nerves at all. Probably because I hate that movie, except for the second one, because that one's a full-on masterpiece. When we got to Shrek 4D, my dad noticed that I wasn't doing too good, and he was definitely not wrong. I was definitely not in the best of moods, but he told me to line up and enjoy the moment, which we both agree on. After Shrek 4D, I felt so much better after that ride. We go to the Jurassic Park area and I see a guy in a lab coat pretending to be a scientist. Oh yeah, and a baby dinosaur.
Fred. Hello, Fuzzy. What's your name? Japan. Oh, lovely to meet you, Japan. I'm Dr. Rodney. This is baby Bella. Have you ever met a velociraptor before? No. You haven't? Oh, well, this is great. A first for everything. Yes, we just hatched her this morning right here in the park. She's very fresh. Won't find a younger dinosaur anywhere. What do you give her a big name? Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that was a close one. Sorry about that. She's so angsty this morning, isn't she? I think she's having a little chuckle to herself. She finds that hilarious. Well, shall we get nice things in together? All right, can I see your best velociraptor claws? Oh, no, I got teeth and all. That's exquisite. You've been practicing.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Ah yes, after riding Shrek 4D and taking a picture with a dinosaur, I feel much better. Nothing can stop us now. Until the rain started pouring in. I find it hilarious that the moment I get a better mood, the moment it starts raining. Quiet, you! After the rain stopped, we go to Waterworld, which was sadly cancelled. Eat Shrek's head. I like it. Go to a few rides, went to the Donkey Live.
Hey, now, Rise, I apologize for interrupting you, while you are doing your thing. But I noticed, Rise, that somebody, that you, and forgot to tell this fine audience about them 3
Right, sorry Donkey, let me do that right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's show will be in 3D. So go ahead and reach underneath your glasses.
I should not have the time or the budget to sanitize that many 3D glasses.
Oh, you son of a... And rode on the Transformers ride. We didn't really record any of the rides because they weren't, you know, phone friendly, and if I ever tried, I would have dropped my dad's phone, which had all the information of the trip so far. So we just ended up not recording a lot of the rides. We also got a picture with Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. When we got our turn to take a picture with Optimus and Bumblebee, this little girl in front of us, she said, "Goodbye, Mr. Beast!" Yeah, you know, I find it funny because that girl is just so innocent and doesn't know a thing about the internet.
I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
I said to my parents that Shrek and Fiona were gonna appear and that I really desperately wanted to take a picture with them. So after we took a picture with Optimus and Bumblebee, we sprint all the way to far, far away, and then there they were. Shrek and Fiona! For our last rides, we rode on Sesame Street Spaghetti Space Chase and Lights Camera Action because that was literally all the energy we had left for Universal Studios Singapore. Me and my family had an awesome time at Universal Studios Singapore, but I can't stay on this section forever, so here's We went to Chinatown and it was raining, which wasn't that important, but after the rain stopped, all we really did was walk for a few hours straight, took a buttload of pictures in Haji Lane, took some cool shots at the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, and hey, did I mention walking for hours? And I know we were walking throughout the trip so far, but it didn't help the fact that we walked so much in Universal Studios that our legs just felt like jello. So me and my siblings were just croaking like cheese. And basically all we really did in Haji Lane was taste the sun. So yeah, I would say that this was the least interesting day on the trip I could ever talk about for a video because we really didn't do a lot, but nonetheless, I still had a nice time. Day 4 was probably the most jam-packed day of the entire trip. We took a few pictures outside some popular spots and went to the Marina Bay / Garden by the Bay. Me and my family were spending time there at the mall taking pictures and videos and eating snacks while we were waiting for the light show. Since the light show was gonna be on 7 PM, we decided to go to Chinatown and get something to eat before we watched the show. And when we got to the MRT, something happened. Now I haven't been talking about the MRT because nothing bad or important happened and we were just getting used to using the MRT consistently throughout the days. So when me and my brother were looking at a funny meme, we didn't notice that the train doors were already closing. Hey, G-Star, Struffin here. Let me ask you this. What did we do when the train doors were closing? Was it A, wait for the train to come back? Or was it B, try to brute force our way through the train doors, causing my dad to almost get crushed by one trying to pry his way open to let us in, causing a big scene? I'll give you time to answer it. If you answered B, then you were sadly correct. I seriously felt like the biggest loser on the entire planet. It was probably the most embarrassing time of my life because everybody on the train was looking at us, even though they were probably worried if we were okay. But you know, I still couldn't get the thought out of my head that they were secretly judging us, if you know what I mean. But after that incredibly embarrassing moment, I profusely apologized to my dad, who just kept saying that it was alright. Even my family was joking about it, trying to lighten us up, even though my brother and I didn't like it. I just felt bad for my dad, and I'm an over-apologizer, okay? But after eating some snacks in Chinatown, I felt a bit better. And we go back to the Marina Bay / Garden by the Bay where we watched the light show. I still felt bad for what I accidentally did, might I add. But then when the lights dimmed and the music was playing, while the lights were flashing and flickering with the rhythm of the music, I was actually surprised. Me and my dad then recorded some parts of the light show until he stopped recording. When I asked him why, he just said to me, "Enjoy the moment." And so, I did. And as the show went on, I smiled. Okay, now let's throw that out the window. And I know I tried doing a, oh, this was such an emotional moment that tugged on my heartstrings kind of thing. I mean, that's how I felt when I was watching the light show, but I can't fully commit to an emotional moment without trying to make it funny again. And I also needed to cut that because the second light show was the bane of my existence. Now, it's not like the second light show was bad or anything. It was actually really good, but I need to explain it more so you can get it better. So me and my family go to the second light show, which is a water show near a lake. So all we did was sat down, got our cameras ready, and were waiting for us to be amazed. My dad was recording some parts of the show so I could use for this video. I asked my dad to back off a bit from the handlebar so he didn't drop his phone into the water. He listened to me and put his phone in his bag, and I thought to myself, great, what a perfect way to end this trip. Even though I was a bit sad at first, I feel much better. Nothing can go wrong from this 5-day trip with my family. Until I see this woman on my left using her phone to record, but the main difference is that she was recording over the handlebars. Now, if you know me, you would know that I'm a pretty anxious person. And if you remembered earlier in the video, I said that I didn't want to drop my dad's phone in any of the rides. But what I didn't mention is that when we were in lights, camera, action, I told my dad to back off so he didn't drop his phone. And in here, I asked my dad to back away from the handlebars. He listened here, but there's a woman doing the exact opposite thing that I wanted my dad to do. And she was basically sitting right next to me, hovering her phone over the handlebars. I'm fighting for my freaking life out here. She was basically recording like this. Wow, I'm definitely not gonna drop my phone. I am not over exaggerating. She was literally recording like this. Do you want to drop your phone in the water? You know what is so outrageous? That I had to experience the same dilemma 4 times in the same trip. How do I have this kind of luck that I'm sitting next to a woman who is risking her phone for 3 likes on an Instagram story? I don't even know this woman, and yet she's making me feel bad about her phone for all things. You know what? Actually, I want her phone to drop. Go ahead. Drop your phone in the water right now. Oh, frick, the show is over. I'm sorry, I just needed to get that off my chest. But after that little TED Talk and light show, all I could ramble about was that woman to my family, and they got a good kick out of that. Until we got back from the hotel and slept for the rest of the night. We woke up early and got to the airport where we had fun on this slide. And just like that, it was over. Man, what an amazing trip. Even though this trip had some misfortune, the amazing places, the great food, and the fun time I had with my family made it all worth it. And I would like to say thank you to my family, because young me would have never thought I'd be in these places in over a million years. And yeah, I had a great time, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, one more thing. We just went from the mummy ride, and now I just look like mashed potatoes. My hair just... Yeah. It's good! Can they see that? Wait, let me do another take. That hurt. Okay, let me do another take. Let's see. Alright, I think I'll try doing the last take here. Is that good? Okay. I am done with that skit. Okay. I am done with that skit. That's good. That hurts. That hurt like frick, bro. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot the actual part of the skit.